What's up, gentlemen?
Hey, guys.
Hey, you want to drink some MGP Amburana Finish whiskey?
Is that big rapper kid with all the face tattoos? Oh, no, MGK. Sorry.
Close enough.
Close enough.
So, we have a special video here that we're going to touch on Amburana. We've never done this before, and you have this particular bottle.
I do. Mrs. Bottom Shelf surprised me one time with the Oak and Eden. Yeah.
She also surprised you with the Von Payne Black.
Wait, so yours actually buys you whiskey? Mine just drinks my whiskey.
You know, you take the wins when you can, but yeah.
We have these two. They're MGP. We also have a special one back here that we're gonna fresh crack and open right here in front of you.
Also MGP.
Also MGP, but about 5 times the price.
Good Lord.
I'm kind of nervous.
It's okay.
Because
get it up.
Thanks,
Get it up.
thanks,
get it up,
buddy.
Get it up. You're right. Get it up.
Because Amburana can be very well done, or it can be very much
Just
overdone.
Harsh.
Yeah.
And there is
Garbage.
there's this like fine line in the sand. If you go and age something or finish something with Amburana for an extra day or two, it can be too much. It is crazy. So we were doing a little research
That's right.
before this video, and Amburana is a South American wood that gives extremely powerful notes of like
Baking spice, like vanilla.
Ginger, gingerbread, cinnamon,
Yep.
graham crackers, the whole nut. Like it is.
It's all the sweet kind of, spices.
When I first tried this very red line, I was like, wow, that is a ginger snap cookie. It's good. It's very well done. The red line's good, and only $50. The Oak and Eden happens to be a store pick from my good friends over at Brooks Liquor right here in Salina.
Yeah.
He did a great job with this pick.
He really did.
And this is the one that you've had.
Yep, this is what Mrs. Bottom Shelf picked up for me.
It's well done. Then we'll get into this one here. The left glass is Oak and Eden. The right glass is the red line. Yeah.
That is warm.
That's what I remembered.
That is warm.
For you sweet tooth guys,
Fresh baked cookies.
yeah, this is right up your alley. Nana's kitchen.
I feel like my kids are about to make some gingerbread houses.
That is like a snickerdoodle right out of the oven. And I'm not a big fan of snickerdoodles. I think we've addressed this on the channel, actually.
You do have an impressive sweet tooth, courtesy of Mama. However, not this one. Yep, that's what I remember. That's the dude.
Yeah, that is loads of vanilla and cinnamon.
That's a lot.
To me,
bready.
it screams
Holidays.
holiday, cold holidays.
Yep.
Not like Memorial Day or 4th of July. This is like Thanksgiving, Christmas.
Listen, don't be drinking this while you're out on the beach of a hot lake or something like that.
This is that Chris Mahana Kwanzaa kind of holiday in the winter months.
Okay.
We're all inclusive here, guys.
But
it's good. I mean,
Again, Oak and Eden and Red Line, both
comparison.
MGP. Well, all 3 of them are MGP. But these two, we're going to assume that obviously they don't tell you a whole lot. Hell, the bottle doesn't give you any information. They're probably going to be in the 2 to 4 year range, would be my guess. So they're pretty young. The one that we have back here is 7 years. So be really interested to see what the difference of the age of the whiskey. Again, I think the Amburana Finish is where it's kind of at. Like, do they know what they're doing?
It brings something to it. A lot of sweeter on the Oak and Eden. Probably a little more refined on the red line side.
I like that.
I like
Oak
them
and
both,
Eden.
but again, depends on if you're a sweets person. If you're more into savory, salty, this is probably not your jam because it's going to be way overpowering, which is kind of where I fell in. Again, time and place, winter holidays, top work.
And dump this in some apple cider.
See, that's if you guys were into that whole gig, you could for sure.
I like the red line better because it's not quite as Amburana
Yep,
as the Oak and Eden. you're going to find out real quick if you're an Amburana fan.
Indeed.
With that Oak and Eden Spire.
It'll sledgehammer you.
I like the Oak and Eden better.
Do you really?
Because it is straight up like,
Big J Sweet Tooth.
I think it's at that threshold of like, it is borderline pushing that boundary of, we may have gone too far with
See,
this.
and I like the subtleness. I like Amburana Finish, unless it's too much. And the Oak and Eden is very good, but it's very much on that, like you said, it's on that border of being it's too much.
It's edgy.
It does taste like it's a little younger too. It feels
The
like the
red
red line's
line-
a little more put together.
Yes, I think the red line could have gone longer and not been offensively Amburana, which is I think why I kind of like it better. It's more of a normal whiskey.
Yep.
With just
more
a
so.
hint of Amburana, where the other one
Is all Amburana with just a hint of
Apple pies. What's
Yep.
that? A couple shots of
There's
that.
there's a hint of that apple pie moonshine that everybody thinks they can make on the Oak and Eden. That's what I taste like. Jay and I
all the
frequent
spices.
some of the same circles during the summertime where everybody thinks they're a moonshine.
Yeah,
Okay.
connoisseur.
If you make it on the stove, you're not a distiller. But you can put a bunch of stuff in a bucket and serve it up in a mason
I
jar.
put 9 apples and 4
That's
cinnamon
right.
sticks, and it's moonshine.
If it's half Fireball, half Everclear, you're not a distiller. But this is a much more refined version of that. If that makes any sense. But a brief aside while you guys are doing this. If you Google Amburana, I didn't know what it was. Careful on the spelling. A couple different ways your algorithm will take you. I got lingerie. These guys got trees in Brazil. Maybe my phone's different than yours, but just a word to the wise, not safe for work.
Keep it coming.
Yeah.
Send me more.
Yeah. To me, red line is a much better, more finished product.
So do you like the red line?
I do
better?
like it more. Again,
if I'm
go ahead,
drinking
Jay.
as whiskey.
If you're drinking it as whiskey, red line's
Red
more
line's
whiskey.
it.
Yeah. If you're wanting something completely different, like if you've
It's
been
almost like a liqueur or like a weird.
Yeah.
Yes.
You wouldn't put it in the whiskey category, but it's good.
100%.
What's
If
hold on.
What is it?
oh yeah.
114.
114 the Oak and Eden?
It'll
and
You could wreck a lot of people real quick
it'll
on
hurt
that.
you. This is the hey, one more and then you probably leave
You want
my
some of this
house.
in your eggnog, pal?
Grandma. Yep.
So the red line is 103 proof,
Mhm.
and it is bottled by the Silent Brigade Distillery in Paducah, Kentucky, and the Oak and Eden is
You ever been to Paducah, Kentucky?
Paducah.
it's actually bottled in Bridgeport, Texas.
Yeah.
Y'all go to Texas a lot.
That's right.
Y'all.
That's right.
The stars
And it
at
is
night.
distilled in Lawrenceburg, Indiana. You know what we should do?
Yes.
We should we should put one of those spires into a really powerful rye whiskey.
I have a Kentucky out batch 4 last
Oh,
batch rye.
you
Untouched.
sinner!
Sinner.
You're gonna put one of those spires into a $300 bottle?
Like $340 bottle.
Look forward to that episode where Bottom Shelf Jim doesn't show up. And these two duke it out over how to F up a perfectly good whiskey. Oh boy.
Well, gentlemen, what do you want to drink next?
Probably a water at this rate, but what else you got?
Well, we're gonna be trying the Four Gate Brazilian Amburana Oak, 115 proof. We're not
So
going
it's right up there. Yep.
Yeah, we're not going down in proof for you.
Nope.
Hey,
I mean, it's basically
Is
water.
Brazil next to what?
Nope, not for this cut anyway.
Or what?
Yeah. I like everything that comes out of Brazil. Got him! Bottom Shelf Jim is back!
Holy hell.
This is where you do that cut that we just did a whole
no,
bunch of
I'm
100
leaving
proofers.
this all in.
Okay,
I'm leaving
great.
it all.
It didn't wind up in the bar this time.
Yep, we film all day, folks.
Which glass you want? So, age 7 years. Again, MGP product.
7 years is pretty-
Same thing.
Yeah.
We're drinking the same distillate. Okay?
But in 3 different variants, right?
Now, $55.
Mhm.
200 and
I am puckering.
25 or 50. I can't remember.
yeah.
I've had it for a while.
It hurts.
So, 7 years. Again,
We just
assume the other two are probably somewhere in the 2 to 4 year range. 7 years.
you're gonna expect.
5 times the price.
So again,
We keep running into this.
trouble.
I'm just waiting. I'm just trying to. You're not giving any reaction.
Jay is the best poker player of the group. Mike and I kind of wear our
Okay,
sarcasm on our
that's
sleeves.
good.
That's a good one.
That smells good.
That
It's a good mix
smells
between-
way better.
It's like
than
if you
the
mix
other
the two together and you got more from the like.
I don't think so. I
think
don't.
I think it smells more than the red line, like Amburana. It brings more
Really?
like
I
the
get a
gingerbread, like the
nice
sharp
whiskey.
gingerbread. Oh, I do as well, but that's the red line.
That
But on top, there's that
smells
note of like
really
straight up
good.
gingerbread cookie that the Oak and Eden brings, but that's a little too much on the Oak and Eden.
I gotta cleanse my olfactory senses.
Yeah. You need some water?
Sneeze.
Oh, we have some ice here, Jimmy, if you need to put this with ice.
I don't think I'm gonna brutalize these with any ice yet.
All right, right off the bat.
Oh,
This is...
that is smooth.
That is...
smooth
It
sailing.
smells so much better than both of those.
Yep. That one is the first time your kid bakes you cookies and they're okay and you eat them.
Holy shit,
That
that's
one's
good.
a little better. That Four Gate, I don't know price point comparison, but it's much better.
More on line with the red line,
Yep.
but so much more well refined.
Yeah.
It
Those
brings
two
all
are
the notes from Oak and Eden,
Yep.
and smooths them
And-
out.
and like it just rounds the edges off,
It-
and then adds the whiskey from.
It takes all of those all of the things that you don't like about Amburana. If
Yeah, the
you're not an
harsh-
Amburana
yeah.
fan, it's because you don't like that overpowering baking spice.
Yes, I will.
It's because you have some more Four Gate if you want to. I don't care.
That's a quality pour.
But it takes
short pour for me.
it takes all of the negative things of the Amburana finish,
Oh, Mr. Mix back here.
Call me a sinner.
and it
Call you whatever you want. Just come home for dinner.
it marries them
Yeah, that Four Gate,
absolutely perfectly.
it does everything that you're talking about, but just ages it and smooths it out. Like I said, it's the cool kid with a Lexapro. It just kind of knocks the edges off. It's just a really nice finish. Again, price point wise,
Is Lexapro is that a medication?
it is. It's in the family of antidepressants, along with orazepam and Zoloft. I also Googled those. Suggestive marketing. Who am I to say? Might be a little high strung. Maybe they're trying to tell me something.
Sounds like you need a trip to Belize.
I think so. Tune in. Mike and I are going to do some offshore work and do some hunting in another country.
I won't be in those videos.
Your passport got revoked. Remember the whole thing? You had 3.5 ounces? The whole deal got thrown out of the airport. TSA. It was remarkable how quickly you submitted to that body cavity search. But we're not here to talk about that.
All right, so how's the mixie?
Nope.
Oh, did you try it?
Nope.
Oh.
Jay and I share a number of things. Herpes will not be one of them.
Can't get it twice.
That's right. That's what I'm saying.
You know,
All
there's a
jokes aside.
sharpness to it.
Yeah.
It's not.
It
It's,
brings-
it's
Do you
decent.
think the Oak and Eden's bringing out the sharpness, or is it?
No, I
Nope.
think it's bringing out the
Like
it's
the
bringing
spice?
out the
The
spice
okay.
and the sweetness.
The heat.
The red line's bringing out. It's trying. The red line's trying
It's like
to
a
round
younger version of this.
That's kind of where I was leading.
that Four Gate superior
It
on
is.
so many levels.
Is it 5 times worth it?
That's where I was.
See,
That's the very
So
question.
you can buy a bottle of this and like pour them together and be close.
You're close.
or
Just drink. 'em.
or you go 60-40.
Yeah.
I don't think you want to go 1 for 1.
Yeah.
That Oak and Eden is so sugary
Yeah,
sweet.
yes,
it
it
is.
is.
I might even drop the percentage down a little bit.
70-30?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I'll tell you, if you go 70-30, I think you
think
got
you
a
got
good,
something.
pretty good whiskey for $100 versus $225, $240.
And there again, we're trying to bring in. We're not advocating mixing. However, $250 is a lot for
It is.
anybody out there. If
Yeah.
It's a rough game.
especially if you're kind of iffy on Amburana, like if you don't dig it, if that's not your jam.
I mean, we buy a lot of expensive bottles at times but still,
Me
there's...
more so than you because your wife got into drinking whiskey.
And I also have a 6 and an 8-year-old kid that
Also
consumes
into whiskey.
sports.
Kidding, not
Have
into that.
such things.
Sports are expensive.
Running around my house.
Little jackasses.
I have nice things. I don't need somebody f***ing it up.
Whoa.
Hey, I have nice things. My kids just f them up.
See, that's what I mean.
Well, there goes our Planned Parenthood
It
sponsor.
It builds character. I love my
I hope,
kids.
I
They're
hope that
sweet.
doesn't make the cut.
All right, so what do we think? I guess across the board, we all like the Four Gate better.
It is.
It's so much better. It's so much just more mature. It's less Amburana, but
Yep.
more whiskey. But still has like the
You get the
good
same
things
notes,
about
but
the Amburana.
It just doesn't hit you over the head with it like the Oak and
If
does,
you
for
want-
sure.
Think of it like the 3 kids in a family. So
Oh,
you
yeah,
got
there's
2
always a
parents,
good one.
There's that one that you're just like, damn, you're perfect.
Mm.
The other 2 are like,
Love you, Mom.
you're great, and like, you're doing good.
Yep.
But this one's like, hey, I'm wild as shit.
Yep.
Good luck.
We got,
Okay, so this in your case, this is Jackie.
Yep, that's my
Okay?
younger sister. She's
this
the best
is
of.
this is Casey,
Yep.
and this is
is-
holy shit. This is Jimmy.
Yep. This
Well, hey,
is,
Jim.
Thank you for painting a
That-
picture with your words.
That's
Yes.
my Coraline.
That's right.
That's also my Coraline.
Dangerous.
That's Leon.
Yep.
So, all good. Just,
All good.
Oh, God.
But
They're,
we all love them the same.
Yeah.
You love one more than the other.
I'm out of this conversation.
That's why you have all these expensive bottles of shit behind you, because you ain't got a bunch of kids to name.
Yeah.
He names his bottles.
Well, there's little Jack, and there's
We understand that 225,
Mm-hmm.
250 is probably out of the question for a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
We understand that. If your budget allows, the Four Gate is fantastic. I would
is.
recommend it.
certainly.
If you can't,
The
the red
Oaken-
line's good.
The
Okay,
red
even-
line, if
yeah.
you're 50, you got $50 bill in your pocket, or 55, and you can buy one of those. I'm going red line all day.
Red line.
I think so. And
It's
again,
more whiskey.
it's more whiskey.
Yeah.
And unless you are trying to cater to an audience or your own self that is just super sugar,
Yeah.
caramely forward.
You want something
I mean-
100% on the flip side, 180 degrees. You want
Yeah.
a dessert-esque
It is. It's
type
a
of
liqueur
whiskey.
almost.
I would like
This
some
is
of
a
that to make
whiskey.
some, like,
Yeah.
topping with
See?
at some point. So.
There you go.
It's very good. It's just it's going to be a very niche market.
Yep.
It's a
And
mixer.
Not everybody's into it.
So
And
But
I'm gonna imagine that most store picks of the Amburana Oak and Eden, because there's a couple of these in town
Locally,
right now
yeah.
locally,
Yeah.
and I've had the other one. It's similar.
Yeah, they're
So it's gonna be, if you find the Oak and Eden Amburana Finish, it's gonna be the same thing.
But, and like from my standpoint, that bottle looks cool in your collection. It was a store pick for us locally. It's 50 some. It just looks neat. You don't have to drink it. It's one of a conversation piece. Like, hey, you
It's
want to
got
try?
that cool spiral
See, it's
woody
got a-
thing in there.
and if somebody comes to the house, you throw a few ice cubes in it
Yep.
and you dump it in a cup.
You'll tell them that it's the greatest shit they've ever had.
They're gonna drink that.
That's right. That's how I got sucked into this whole deal. So.
All right. Hey, if we haven't mentioned it in this video, because I don't remember, because
We're into filming. This is a long
listen,
day
we're
of
not
filming.
drinking low proof stuff.
That's right. You talk
Like, subscribe, buy
Yeah.
some shit. We
Yeah.
got shirts
Oh
and shit.
yeah, look at that. Look at that.
about. Look at Jay.
Do you make poor decisions?
It's a fatback for a lot of real estate.
Hey, we seriously,
probably do.
we've got shirts, we've got hats, we've got some Blue Glen Karens. Hit us up,
got
binderandbarrel@gmail.com. Let's
Yeah.
grow the channel 2024. We'll see you guys next time right here, Thin Blue Whiskey.